Alright, here's a quick video to show you how to do a couple of problems on quiz number 2, namely 19 and 20. So you're given a frequency table with categories that has a beginning and end point and the number of counts on the right hand side. So for example, number 19, salary between 5,001 to 10,000, there are 19 employees that falls within that range, and so on. Okay, so how do we calculate standard deviation or any other statistics? Alright, so standard deviation. Now I don't want to do that particular problem since it is a quiz problem, so thought I'd give you an example first. Okay, so here's another example. Let's say that this is the age group of kids who come to our daycare center. Alright, so in my example here, kids between age 0 and 5, which would be 5-year-old and under, would be 10 kids. 6 to 10, 8 kids. 11 to 15, 7 kids. And 16 to 20, 3 kids. Alright, so how do we work with this? So first thing you need to do is to find the midpoint for each one of these categories. Okay, so the midpoint between 0 and 5, I'll do my little calculator. 0 plus 5 times, divide by 2, that would be 2.5. Alright, so I'll just write it down for now, 2.5. Oops. And then the second category is 6 and 10. So I'm going to do 6 plus 10 divided by 2, and that'll be 8. Okay, the third category, 11 to 15. 11 plus 15 divided by 2, that would give me 13. Okay, and finally 16 to 20. 16 plus 20 divided by 2, that would be 18. Okay, so these are the midpoints of each of these categories. Okay, so instead of looking at the categories, I'm looking at midpoints. So there are, and I would use the midpoint as the data point, okay, and the count. So for example, the first group, I have 10 2.5s. Okay, so I would go into my spreadsheet, 2.5, okay, because that represents that first group. Okay, and there are 10 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 10 of them. Okay, so now I got 10 data points of 2.5. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other 3 groups. So second group is 8 eights. So I'm going to do 1 8, and then I'm going to make 8 of them. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so that's my 8 eighths. Okay, and then I'm going to do 13 7 times. Alright, so 13, I'm going to make it 6 more times. So that's my 7 13ths. Okay, and then the last one, it's 18, which only has three of them. So I'm going to make 2 more. Okay, so that's my converted data set. Alright, so 2.5, there are 10 of them. Yep, and then 8 eighths. And then I'm going to have 7 13s and 3 18s. Okay, so here's my complete data set. Now, if you look at my other video that I showed you how to install the data analysis pack and use Excel to calculate descriptive statistics, you can look at that video for more detailed instructions. Or if you're using Google, you can do the same thing on Google and then use the same method to calculate your statistics, such as standard deviation. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, actually I should probably bring up my data analysis module. Okay, so that's my data analysis module, and I'm going to do descriptive statistics. Okay, and then it's asked me for my input range. So to do that, I click it but before I start my range. Now I block it. Okay, and after I block it, I click it again. So here it captures my entire range of data. Alright, so I'm grouped by columns, and I'm going to check summary statistics. I'll click on OK. So on the second sheet, it gives me the information. Okay, so standard deviation would be this here. Okay, so do the same with the data on the quiz problem, and you should get the right answer. Okay, that's it.